This show is proud to partner with TrueTechTools.com. You can save 8% off many of the items at their site by using the Shop Talk discount code. Hello and welcome back to HVAC Shop Talk. I am your host, Zach Ciota, and your very best internet friend. I am good internet friends with all of you. We're very close, okay? We might as well be at a barbecue together, sipping a cold one. Like I drink Pepsi Zero. I got Coke Zero, but I got Pepsi Zero tonight. Whatever's on sale. I did not realize that the inflation had reached the soda community so strongly because I was in the Food Lion tonight, or substitute whatever grocery store you go to, the Kroger, the Charlie C's, the Ingles, whatever. I was in there, and the 2-liter of soda used to be 97 cents or 79 cents or less just recently. I mean, this is just recently. It's not like when I was a kid or something. It was recently. And now it's $2.59 on sale. I'm like, what is going on here? Everything in our country is being ran perfectly. That's what I have to say about that. Something is very amiss here. Maybe the computer chips are not reaching the soda plant or something. There's a supply chain problem, maybe. I don't know. I have no idea what the deal is with that, but all I know is it's bad. It's bad, and I hate it, and so I get whatever drink is on sale. So it's either going to be Coke Zero, which it seems to never be on sale now, or Pepsi Zero, Dr. Pepper Zero, or I think that's it, or water, or unsweet tea, or as my wife likes to call unsweet tea, is ditch water. That makes sense. It doesn't taste nearly as good as sweetened tea, but it's healthier. So it's give and take. So, guys, I just want to touch base with you guys again in podcast form. Here we are in podcast. This is a podcast for all intents and purposes, and it will be later. It will be eventually. So you can listen to it as a podcast, or you can listen to it live, or you can just watch this video later, or you can just I like to cut these up and like release them as little bits too, so if people searching want to find information on a certain thing, they can. So any which way. So Will says put a lemon in my tea. I could put a lemon in my tea. My wife does that. I don't do lemons in the tea. I just don't do lemons. RJ says everyone is greedy. By and large, every human is greedy to some degree, I think. It's part of humanity. We all want cool stuff. We want awesome things. That's very human, really. Being able to temper that, that's a skill to practice. I'm working on it. Not done yet. Not even hardly started. Craig says, unsweetened tea is bitter water, says Jessica. Greg Meadows says, Diet Dew. There's Mountain Dew Zero. I know that. I don't drink that. I'm not a huge fan of Mountain Dew in general. It's okay, though. Bashira Abdo says, thank you very much for doing this. Will there be any Q&A? Well, I don't have any answers to any questions, but I'd be happy if you want to ask a question. I could try to answer it, or someone in the chat could probably answer it better than I could, but we'll see. We'll see who answers it. I might answer it in a more entertaining way, but less accurate. So we'll see. TNZ Auto Service says, hello, Zach. Hello, TNZ Auto Service. It's good to see you. I think that's everybody that was chatting besides Thomas. Thomas was here before the show started. Greg Meadows is here. And let's see, Will is here. Will, our STU many times player. We haven't done STU in a while because, yeah. Zach, it's okay if mechanics watch. But I don't think I can do anything about it. If you're an ISIS, I don't think I can, stop you from watching unless you just like please ban me. I am an ISIS. Then I will probably do it. Otherwise, go for it. You know what I'm saying? Go for it. Yeah, anytime you guys have questions, you can ask them. I mean, I don't know if I have the answers for you. I have a certain purview of experience and all that stuff. And if it falls into an answer, hey, great. If not, then maybe I know the guy who does know the answer. That's probably more likely. I know a smarter person that has the answer. That's calculated. Surround yourself with smarter people. It's not about what you know. It's about who you know. You got to be able to ask other people questions, and they have to have the answer. So I have surrounded myself through the years with great podcast guests who know the answers to every HVAC question. So if you ask me a question, I'll be like, let me call you right back in a few minutes, and then I'll have a great answer for you. Bashira asked, do you know if there's any good books out there for the financial part of owning a business? I'm having an issue with that. Oh, that is not my strong point either, Bashira. I think the guys in the chat will probably have some pretty good books on finances. I cannot be of any help to you there because I have not read a whole bunch of financial books. I probably should. As a matter of fact, if my life is a testament to that, it's my life is a testament to the fact that I have not read any financial books. RJ says, I like ices. Does that count? I mean, whatever counts is whatever you want it to count, I guess. So that's a Blue Air says, call an accountant. Right? Call an accountant. Accountant's always a good thing to have. I do have an accountant, so if I have any questions, I can actually ask her, and she will let me know the answers to them. Because owning a business, one thing I do know is that depending on how you set your business up, you can be held liable for certain things if you don't set it up correctly. You have to do everything right. You have to report everything right to the IRS because the IRS, they just gained a whole bunch of new employees. They're probably coming to look for your business anyway to audit it. So even now, with the podcast, I have an LLC for the podcast to give me some protection. It's just you have to involve people that know more than you. And you were hoping that was me, and it's not. But an accountant would be a good thing. That's a good suggestion from Blue Air. They're not always the best, but I appreciate that answer. Hey, no problem. I'll be a lot better if you ask me a question about TXV or something like that. Jessica says HVAC Millionaire on YouTube has some good videos about that. Hey, HVAC Millionaire, that's Kelly McKay. That's like his area. So if you go to HVAC Millionaire, you can probably find out a whole lot more about that. Because I've always thought that Kelly was smart, but not one of those salesy smart people in HVAC. So that's a good thing. Will says LLC is a good protection for most small shops. Yeah, that's a corporation was what I was suggested to get whenever I first started my business. It was like, you need to form a corporation. My father was a sole proprietor, but sole proprietors don't have the protections that corporations do have. You don't want to be losing everything you own because your personal and business stuff is intermingled, and that's what happens with a sole proprietor. It's easier to navigate the finances as a sole proprietor because they don't have to worry about money's intermingling as much as a corporation. Like, for example, I have a corporation. I can't go use my corporate money to do a lot of personal stuff for me that's not justified as company expense. Like sometimes you go out to eat. If you go out to eat and you have a meeting about the company, you can say, all right, well, that's a company expense. But you can't just go out and have some ice cream with your family and say, okay, well, that's a company expense. Because there's no justification for that unless your family works in the business or something. So when you go to be audited, because the government does like to do that, they're going to ask, well, why did you write off this? Why did you write off that? Where's the receipts for all this stuff? And I'll be like, And that's not good. It's not a good thing to be in because the government is unrelenting. They're a huge tiger and you're a baby rabbit and you don't stand a chance. So you might as well be as prepared as possible. I've never been audited before because I make so little money the government has nothing to gain by it. So they don't audit me. Haha, joke's on them. I do nothing right. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. Zachary Craig says, I'm watching this in the shower. That's fine. You can watch it in the shower. Like I said, that's one that falls into the area of I can't do much about that. But that's an interesting, fun fact about Zachary is that he's in the shower watching this. I don't think this is typically the type of videos people watch when they're in the shower. But, hey, more power to you. I mean, maybe it's one of them phones that's like IP rated very highly, I guess. So, guys, speaking of business, I have a podcast business here. We talk about HVAC, but it's a podcast business. And I keep getting these emails, and I told you about these before. And I think this is funny because the same guy that we kind of roasted on the show before has circled back again. And let's take a quick look at this. Let me see if I can bring it up on the screen. Blap. Yep. So this is an email that I got. And it starts off with his guest for your show, founder of the Weekend MBA and serial entrepreneur, Sean Castrina. Hi, Gil. Again. Hi, Gil. I'd love to circle back on this if you're interested in having Sean as a guest on your show. We really love what you have on your podcast. I really believe it aligns well with what Sean can share with you and your audience. Please let me know if you have any questions at all. I'll be more than happy to help. Now, I don't know. I'm not positive if this guy actually thinks that I am the host of HVAC Uncensored, which is Gil Cavey's podcast, or he thinks this is Shop Talk, but has mistakenly called me Gil, but still thinks the content is Shop Talk. So, I figure, since we're all here together, let's go ahead and help this guy out by responding to the email. Let's respond to this email. I do have the internet available here. We can reply. And since he doesn't want to learn my name, let's just do like this. All right, his name is John. Hey, Bill. Great playing racquetball. Oh, see, good. See, I'm glad there's spell check because I don't really have any idea how to spell anything. And you guys, if you watch me write long enough, you're like, how is this person even functional? Say, great playing racquetball with you last week at the country club. I think that's nice. All right, so, hey, Bill, great playing racquetball with you last week at the country club. I hope that your foot clears up from that nasty infection. There we go. So let's see, we got it back here. Hey Bill, great playing racquetball with you last week at the country club. I hope your foot clears up from that nasty infection. I will talk to my boss about your proposal and we'll get back to you. Oh, good. A shortcut. Get back to you later this week. Thanks again. All right. From Gil. All right, now let's put this. Let's try, since I don't want to bring Gil into this technically because you might be like, Gil? I'll put, let's see. What can my name be? All right, well, let's go to the chat. Chat, I need you guys to tell me what my name is going to be for this. So basically, this guy keeps emailing me, calling me Gil. So it is basically to get a guy on the show, which is an appropriate guy for Gil's show from what I've read about the guy, because it's more of the business side. I don't do the business side. I think I just proved that a second ago. So I've typed back to this guy who's named John. Hey, Bill. Zeke the Freak. Zeke the Freak. All right, Zeke the Freak. Use his name. Oh, we're using his name. Maybe we'll combine those. So Zeke and John. So we'll go with Zeke Johnson. There we go. Zeke Johnson. All right. So, hey, Bill, great playing racquetball with you last week at the country club. I hope that your foot clears up from that nasty infection. I will talk to my boss about your proposal and we'll get back to you later this week. Thanks again, Zeke Johnson. All right, and send. Perfect. All right, so that'll go over like a fart in church. All right, good times. Everything is awesome. Everything is fun when you're part of a team. All right. Buck naked would be too over the top, and I want him to believe that this is a legitimate email coming back to him, and I think that he will now believe that. Life is so short, guys. You got to have fun out there. You know what I'm saying? You got to have fun. All right. So all those times that you guys got tied in the porta potty at the work site, or all the times that someone put Panduits on your drive shaft, just remember that somebody was trying to have fun, and it brightened somebody's day, even if it made your day very bad. So that's what I want to get out there. Buck naked. Zach Craig's in the shower watching this, man. What's the deal with that? That's crazy. That's crazy. Why would you do that? That's crazy. All right. So that's a great spot to take a break at. Let's take a break right here. We'll come back and you guys can call in, or I have another thing that somebody sent me, and I want to ask you guys if it's worth anything or not. So stay tuned for that, and I'll ask your guys' opinion, see if you want to learn more about this particular email. We have a new sponsor at HVAC Shop Talk, Beckett. A lot of you guys know Beckett from their condensate pumps. They do make a mean condensate pump. We just did a video on those as well. There'll be more on that going forward. We're going to test them a little bit. We're going to see how they perform with a high lift. And I just have a few tests I'd like to run just in general to see how condensate pumps react. But Beckett makes more than just condensate pumps. Overflow safety switches, submersible parts washer pumps. I've never even heard of that. Condensate evaporator pans. But their condensate pumps have a wide range. They know what they're talking about. They make a quality pump. You can tell when you look at a condensate pump and you can see the features that are left off. You can see the build quality issues. You don't have that with Beckett. Beckett knows what they're doing. They make a quality product with you in mind. You can find out more at Beckett. That's BECKETTUS.com/product-category/condensate-pumps. That is a mouthful right there. We'll put a link in the description because there's no way that you remembered that. Now, EWC has been a partner of this show for the last 5 years, on and off. And they are the best forced air zoning company that I know of. EWC has quality products, their dampers, their control boards. They've been doing this stuff for a long time. They know what they're doing. Trey's been on the show before. It's been several years since Trey was on the show, but those are the type guys that they have working for them. Sharp guys. When you call their tech support, guess what? You talk to a human being, and that human being also knows his butt from a hole in the ground. And that is Southern talk for he knows what he's doing. They have all the things a contractor needs for forced air zoning. They have top-of-the-line zone panels, from zone panels that work with communicating systems all the way down to more basic panels for every application in every budget. EWC also carries thermostats. They have wireless thermostats, Wi-Fi thermostats, programmable, non-programmable, and everything you would expect a thermostat to be. And don't forget their app. EWC Controls has their own mobile app that's extremely helpful. And of course, you can find out more at ewccontrols.com or email info@ewccontrols.com. So Navac's been a partner with this show for a long time as well. And the new break-free power tube expander, the NT11L, is now on the market. I have it in my hands here at the shop. I released a video on it. You can find out more there on the YouTube. If you're not already subscribed, please go do that. If you have any questions about this product, I'm here for you guys. If there's something you want to know, I will find out. I will test it, and I will let you know. I tried to find out several things about the product. We measure the piping size before and after the expansion. We time the expansion. It's a cool tool. I really enjoyed it, and they have a ton of great stuff coming out of Navac. Battery powered. I don't know if you caught that. I don't know if I said that. It's a battery powered tool that goes along with their battery powered flaring tool, battery powered vacuum pumps. As you can see, they are breaking free from cords. They're also taking things that were not powered and making them powered just to make your life easier. You can find out more at navacglobal.com. So I was in the break here and I was thinking to myself, what is like the cheapest, I don't know, this came spur of the moment. What is the cheapest one of these vacuum rigs that you can possibly get? I was curious. So I went over to TrueTech Tools. Here, let's take a look. I really was wondering, like, guys who are like brand new that can't afford to get Ultra Mega Flow, Ultra Vacuum 4000 or whatever. They have to keep it simple. They have to keep it down to earth. I was wondering, what are these guys? What can they do? So let's find out and help them. Let's help those guys. Let me see if I can get them. Here we go. All right. So I was curious. So what it would be like a valve core remover and a hose, at least one, right? So let's see little I know they sell these kits, man. I've seen them here a bazillion times, and I don't know where it's at now, because you can get like the AccuTool stuff, the True Blue thing. There's stainless steel hoses, like $114 hose. Let me go purchase that. I don't think so, Tim. I don't think so. And I don't want one with a ball valve either. That seems like a point of leaking. So we're going to bypass that as well. No ball valve vacuum hoses. And we have, so this is nice. That's only like $70. the Appion MegaFlow 6-foot 1/2 inch diameter, 3/8 to 1/4 black hose, but it doesn't come with a valve core remover. Huh, interesting. I'm gonna see if I can't find something like that. Let me do that again. I'm gonna just type vacuum. We're gonna see what happens here, guys. I'm gonna type in vacuum. We're gonna see what happens. Now we got a bunch of micron gauges. Never seen the Hillmore CVG 1200 compact vacuum gauge before. Thing goes all the way up to atmosphere, looks like. Outstanding. That's outstanding. See, there's the Appion actual vacuum rated core tool at $61. So if you paired it up with that hose, that's $120. So that's our winner right now. It's $120. And I know there's something around there, but I think that's probably about the lowest it's going to be, because the AccuTools thing is way more expensive. Like, here's the Appion Speed Kit V vacuum speed kit, $500. Man, people ain't got any $500 sitting around. Well, some people do. I mean, if you want your vacuum to be the ultimate vacuum, which there's nothing wrong with, you can do that. But I know there's little kits out there. TruTech Tools sells too much stuff, though. There's way too much stuff to sift through here, right here in the moment. But I want to find it. See, there's another hose right there. It's $30, but it's just a 3/8 hose. It doesn't have the 1/4 inch end on one end. You can get the starter kit right there. So, all right, no, here it is, right here. This is the one I was looking for. This is what I've been waiting for right here. Appion MGA BAS MegaFlow Basics. Okay, MGA BAS MegaFlow Basics, got it. 1/2 inch hose evacuation kit with 1/4 inch valve core tool. So it goes from, I don't know what the ends are, but that comes with the valve core. It's $129. So it's actually a little bit more than if you buy them separately, it looks like. Huh. Let's see. Let's see what it says this thing will do, guys. Vacuum rated components to 20 microns. Helps technicians perform ACR system evacuations up to 10 times faster. Opens up over 90% of the internal diameter of the access port. Allows up to 16 times more flow than a 1/4 inch hose. That's a lot. Ultra flexible, large diameter 1/2 inch hoses. It says ultra flexible because it's not True Blue. That's why it says ultra flexible. True Blue cannot be described as ultra flexible, but it's good. It's real good. So the MegaFlow 1/2 inch hose is 6 foot 3/8 to 1/4. So you can go one hose in it from your 3/8 connection on your vacuum pump. And it comes with this little thing right here. Whatever. Oh, that's just for storage though. Oh, yeah, that's a storage piece. Okay, that makes sense. All right, that's pretty good. I mean, that's a good way to get started. You can do that, and you'll be vacuuming like a boss. You can add a second one if you want to. If you want to go commercial, you want to go light commercial, man. Oh, guys are looking for Brian Orr's tickets for the symposium, and I guess I didn't know that there were tickets already. Isn't the symposium next year? Is there tickets already out for the symposium? How big is the symposium? They're doing tickets almost a year in advance. That's incredible. Zachary Craig says he's out of the shower and he loves the Appion hose. Well, whatever you want to call it. Oh, you talking about the vacuum hose? All right. I didn't know what you were saying. All right. So I don't know why I was thinking about that, but now we found it. So guys, $129.99 looks like the best right there. I know we're all spendthrifts out there. At least I am. You know, poor people are often spendthrifts. Jeff Kuiper said, Zach, do you ever hear from AK? I haven't heard from AK in several months. I did talk to him on the phone several months ago, but it has been quite a while. And I was actually just thinking about AK today. I was watching a lot of the old live streams on the channel. They're unlisted videos. I was watching one where we interviewed Brian, and AK brought out this whole thing at the beginning to put Brian on the spot, and had this whole list of Brian's accomplishments and had a picture of Gary McCready on top. It was just hilarious. I was rolling so much just watching it that I was thinking about clipping it and putting it on one of these shows just so we could watch it again. But I haven't done that. I kind of clipped it out, but I haven't edited it or anything like that. But it was hilarious. Hilarious. But yeah, he's a pretty busy guy, and he's a NAVAC man now. He's all over the country. So it's one of those things where he's kind of moved on to something else. And, you know, for better or for worse, you know, it happens. But he was hilarious creating that. It's just really, really funny. I'll try to show it one day if I remember to cut it up the rest of the way. So I want to ask you guys something, because maybe you came here for information, and I'm going to go right to you for information as well. So I get emails once every 20 minutes about people who want to be on this show. I don't know why. Maybe they're talking about a different show, like the guy who's talking about Gil. Maybe they're talking about a different show. Probably so. So this is something that they had sent me. This is JJM Alkaline Technologies, JJM Condensate Neutralizers. I have not really thought any about condensate neutralizers, but maybe you guys up north with condensing gas furnaces have thought about that. What I'm going to ask you guys is whether or not you actually want to learn more about this. If you want to learn more about this stuff, and maybe I'll do this on a routine basis when someone emails me, I'll ask you guys. If you want to learn more about it, just say yes in the chat or email me at hvacshoptalk@gmail.com or do whatever. You can put it in a comment after the show. Say, I would like to learn more about this stuff. If there's enough of us who are interested, Zach, we get them on, something like that. And I will have this person come on the show. Now, for those of you who don't know, I pulled up one of the instruction manuals for this thing, and it says K-Series, installation, operation, and maintenance. This is the model K300, K600, K1000, and K3000. And these are condensate neutralizers. Again, JJM Alkaline Technologies, if you want to look this stuff up. JJMALKALINETECH.com. I'm not going through all that. You just have to write it out. That ain't cool. So, I mean, just a picture of what they look like. It's just kind of like a cylinder with tubes on either ends. And it's supposed to just keep it so it won't rot out your floor. If you have like a metal floor grate in a condensing gas furnace, the acids in the condensate will eat up some of the stuff, and it's bad for the environment. So this thing is supposedly there so it'll neutralize that. I guess since it's an acid, it's probably got little things inside that are bases and neutralize the acid. I did see this. This is a drawing. For those of you on a podcast, I'll try to describe this. It's a drawing of, it looks like a boiler or something like that. Maybe they intend it to be just any furnace. Condensing appliance. That's what it's called. A condensing appliance. So they have this thing down there, and it runs through this neutralizer as this lower drain line. It has some unions around it, I guess, so you can change it out or change out I don't know if you change out the whole piece or you just add a new base to it, like base is an acid and base. And then it has another condensate tube that goes over the top of it, because I'm assuming these things clog up and it has to have somewhere to go. When I looked at these things, some of them are filled with little pellets, and it looks like that they would clog. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looks like they would clog. So that's sort of what it's all about. Now, to me, this doesn't look that sexy. I wasn't fired up. I wasn't looking at this going, gosh, I need to know more about condensate neutralizers, but maybe it'll be interesting. Maybe it'll be something you guys are like, wow, Zach, I can't believe you passed up the condensate neutralizer guy. I'm never watching this show again. And I don't want that to happen, guys. I don't want that to happen. So there it is. Condensate neutralizer. Do you want to know about it? Do you want to learn about it? I'm here for you. If this is something that interests you, why not? Why not? I don't know. Maybe so. Zachary says yes. Bashira says yes. So two people do want to learn about it. I mean, if you guys really want to learn about it, I'll have the guy. I don't know if we'll do it live because, guys who come from the companies and come onto the show, they're not always really good live. I once did an interview with a guy from a very interesting company with a very interesting product or service, and it was awesome. I loved it, but the guy said every second of that podcast. And back in the day, they weren't live. Like these, I'll make them and I'll turn them out real quick, and there won't be much editing to it. But this one, I had to chop off every and it took a long, long time. And like I said, this guy was very interesting. I loved the product. I loved the show. It was just a very interesting thing that he did. And I don't want to be very specific because I'm not trying to get onto him for the way he spoke. A lot of people that aren't used to doing this stuff say a lot. It's okay. I say a lot. But this was excessive. This was every second. Jessica says, Will says yes too. All right, so I'll talk to the guy. All right, so that's 3 of you guys. Condensate guy. I'll write this on this cardboard tablet because my pad is missing. Where's my pad? I don't know what my pad's at. Sound like one of the Gibb brothers. Where's the pad? I got this paper here that has my information about my Sawzall blades I tested. I'll say podcast with condensate guy. That's going to make perfect sense later. Wait, that's my mouse pad too. I'm such a redneck. This is great. You guys think anything here is sophisticated, you're wrong. All right, let's see. Jessica says, New Calgon sent me some condensate cleaner to try. Hey, man, that's all right. Very nice. Blue Air says, I put a piece of copper in the pump and the slime goes away. All right, so yeah. Copper does wonders. It's antimicrobial. Fantastic idea. That's what people have the copper traps that they put on machines. And the copper coils. We talked about that before, how the copper coils are so much better for not producing slime. Then you put aluminum coil in or microchannel aluminum coil in, and you have slime out the wazoo. It's just there's so much stuff. Jess says sometimes copper alone doesn't work, and yeah, that's true too. But copper is better than having an aluminum coil, for sure. But since you guys spoke, you said, we want it. I will see if I can give it to you, because these people obviously want to give it to you. And I think I heard Gil saying that these people that represent these guys, they make money based on if they get their guy on the air. So let's get this person some money. I don't remember their name, but let's get them paid. Let's get them paid. We'll get them on the air, and that'll be a lot of fun. So let's see. I think that's the last nutty email that I had. Yeah, let's take a look. Here's what these things. Let me see if I can blow this up. These are some of the neutralizers that I was looking at with little beads inside. I didn't show those. So it's almost like one of those dryers that you get, the copper dryers filled with the desiccant beads. That's what it reminds me of. So that's why I said these things are clogging, waiting to happen, it looks like. Looks like I can view this thing a little bit closer too. Just imagine, guys, instead of the copper filled with desiccant beads, you have like a see-through plastic deal filled with these little white beads. Look like they're probably an 1/8 inch in size. And there's little hose clamps on either side where you connect it to the drain. Let's see what it says for features. The CBM series features a streamlined profile and transparent capsule, which enables operators and service technicians to visibly inspect the, I always hate this word, efficacy of the neutralization process. That sounds very formal. That makes me think about vaccines. The CBM series is easily serviced in the field via our factory direct refill pre-charged with pH power pellets. Oh man, I like that. pH power pellets. Now we're talking. Hey, look at you guys talking about that Zoologica stuff. I watched that video. Jessica sent me that video, I believe, and I watched it. I learned all about Zoologica. It's Zubala Is that right? I think that's correct. I think that's right. Okay. Let's take one final break, guys. And if anyone wants to call in after the break, we'll do that. And let me see here. Do those keep the condensate from gas appliances from rusting steel drains? JPM Barron, and thank you for becoming a member. I didn't even notice you became a member, but thank you. And yeah, that's what they're saying. They showed a picture on one of these screens of one of the floor grates, little metal floor grates, all eaten up, saying it's supposed to help prevent that from happening. That's what they wanted. Now, I don't think it's probably going to be 100%, but it'd probably greatly slow down the process. It's like having a coastal condensing unit at the beach. It doesn't stop it from rotting out, but it slows it down. So that's what I'm assuming. So we'll see if the guy wants to come on here and talk about it. We can ask him that question. I mean, any questions you guys want me to ask someone like that, we'll definitely do it. So we can definitely do that. All right, let me take a quick break, guys. I'll be right back with our final segment. If someone wants to call in, they can, and then we'll wrap up the show for tonight. Jobber, you can use the link getjobber.com/shop talk to get a special discount on their services. And just take a look at this. This is a Jobber website for those of you who are looking here. And so just take a look at this. We have the different features of Jobber. We have a client manager, scheduling and dispatching, invoicing and follow-ups, a mobile app, online booking, client hub, customer communications, job forms, reporting, credit card processing, email and postcard marketing, quoting, and follow-ups. They do a lot of stuff for your company, and they actually work with another sponsor of this show, Company Can, which we'll talk about in just a second. For people in business, you give up so much of your time that you could be spending with your family, with your friends, or just having a good time or decompressing is taken up by all of these tasks which go back to your business. Jobber helps take some of that burden off of your shoulders. If you're a business owner, if you're an aspiring business owner, investigate this. If you're in business, check it out. GetJobber.com/shop talk. We were talking about Company Cam, and here they are. The only app every contractor needs. You snap pictures, you're saved in a company feed. Your whole company is plugged in and know what's going on each job site. The boss man knows what his guys are doing. The guys know what each other are doing. You don't have project managers disconnected from their crews. Everybody's put together. You can store the photos. You sync them. You can share them. You cover your butt. And you stay plugged into each other. And it works with Jobber. So there's two sponsors right here that work together to help make your company a better company and give you back some of your life so you can spend time with your family, your friends, your dog, your gerbil, whatever. CompanyCam.com, GetJobber.com/shop talk. Let's take a look-see here and see what kind of new products are coming out from Yellow Jacket. You guys have seen me use pretty much all of these so far. The YJack Mano wireless dual-port manometer. Guys, been waiting for this thing for so long. You can have your differential static pressure to check your airflow on startup. It's just awesome, and their probes are so good. I enjoy using them so much. The Turbo Recover recovery machine, it recovered, as the kids would say, like butter. It was easy, didn't have any overheating issues. It worked beautifully. It is a DC recovery machine, a brushless motor, cutting edge stuff. And Yellow Jacket makes sure that you have quality stuff every time. The YJack charging and air kit, a charging and evac kit, all the stuff you need. Great range, great quality. Just what you would expect from Yellow Jacket. Alrighty then. All right, we're back. Jessica said she may call in, so I'm not going to put the number on the screen in case she wants to go ahead and do that. She can tell us what the scientist said about bacteria, zoological, flubida, whatever it's called. Zoologist. I don't know. So we'll give Jessica a look. Here she goes. All right. Let me patch her through here. Hello.
Hello, hello.
Oh, that works good. Let me turn it down just a little bit. All right, Jess, what's up?
Oh, another day.
Oh man, that's so depressing sounding.
Oh, it's normal.
That's not any better. Yeah, just trying to make it through another day so I can go to bed.
That, pretty much.
Well, it kind of sounds like what's that dude from not Charlie Brown, but Winnie the Pooh, Eeyore. That's what it sounds like.
A little bit this week.
Yeah, I don't blame you. So, what was the deal? A lot of hours this week?
I'm just not sleeping well.
Oh, well, I hate to hear that. I too have suffered from that, and that is just, it plays with your mind, not having enough sleep.
It happens. I should be used to it. I've been this way since I was tiny.
Really, man.
Yeah.
So are you like insomnia? Did the doctor said you have insomnia? Take this big pill here, and you'll fall asleep for a week.
I've never been diagnosed with insomnia, but my mom always tells the story of when I was 18 months old. I could climb out of my crib, open the door, and wander around the house all hours of the night, which they didn't like because we had a floor furnace.
Yeah, that's very dangerous.
Yeah, and
yeah.
So that made her not get any sleep. And so she took me to the doctor, and she's like, make her sleep. Put her in a room and shut the door. That doesn't work.
Man,
so,
Benadryl. That's what the parents do, right? Benadryl.
That's what they did. That's what the doctor told her.
All right. A lot of doctors say that. If the kid has trouble sleeping, go with Benadryl or melatonin. Those are the things.
Yeah.
Melatonin ain't strong enough. Melatonin don't do nothing.
Not anymore. It used to help. It doesn't anymore.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. My son has that every now and then, and I feel bad for him. And so now I feel bad for you. And thank you for calling up against that.
No, my doctor just prescribed me some medication for it. So we'll see how it works.
Uh-oh. You have something that ends in done?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I bet you'll be sleeping tonight, or either that, or seeing dragons in the living room.
I've taken it before. It's fine.
Yeah, I know. My wife once took Ambien years ago, and we're coming home, and I know we're going to talk about other stuff, but this is funny. We're coming home and driving a familiar stretch of road. My wife goes, "What was that?" I'm like, "What do you mean? What was that?" She's like, "There's something running in front of our car." I'm like, "There ain't nothing in front of our car." She started seeing crap on that
Oh wow.
medication. Now she says she can no longer. She just says I'm allergic or whatever you say. But some of that stuff, it can really make you loopy.
Yeah.
But maybe that's what you're looking for. Be loopy and go to bed.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Sounds good to me.
yeah. Well, bourbon does that too, but it's frowned upon.
Well, in some circles.
Yeah, in some circles it's frowned upon. Yeah. So let's talk about the exciting subject of the moment, which just appeared, which was condensate neutralizing, which kind of morphed into you saying, now what was it? I'm in contact with a chemist that has gotten some samples of drained slime, and it was not all of it was bacteria. So what's the deal, Phil? What's going on?
So she was on a live stream with the HVAC Grapevine guys.
Which guy is that? I know. Is that Chris?
Chris Hughes, Eric Kaiser, and Michael with the impossible last name to pronounce.
Michael with the Imperioli from The Sopranos?
Cianfrocco.
Oh yeah. I know what you're seeing, Fracco or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
He's commented on the videos before. Okay, so what was said?
So I reached out to her and befriended her on a social media site, and because I found it extremely interesting, and she got samples from different areas of Florida of the slime, and none of it came back. Where is it? Of her samples, none of it came back as that Zoglia, and it was actually 6 different strains of bacteria.
Anything that jumped out, like a very interesting type that we would be familiar with?
Didn't give out that fun information
Oh
yet.
man, we gotta know that. That's the best part.
She was at the tail end of getting all the data back and getting the sample products.
Oh man, so is the chemist? Okay, I mean I don't want to, because obviously you haven't said the chemist's name, but it's not Is it a certain guy's wife?
No, it is not Eric's wife.
Okay.
It's not Rachel.
All right.
Her name is Fallon Dial.
What a cool name.
Yeah.
That is neat. Is she a superhero too?
Really cool chick.
That is cool sounding. So now, how did you get hooked up with this person again?
I saw her. I watched the live stream that she was on, and I found her on what do you call it?
Tumblr. I don't know.
No, the really the work one.
Oh, LinkedIn.
That one.
Yeah, absolutely. LinkedIn. Yeah. The one with all the fun taken out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The reason why I was confused there, and I realize you said that twice now, is because I thought his wife was on their thing too.
I don't know if Rachel's been on there yet.
I don't know why I thought that. I thought I'd seen that somewhere. Maybe just because he mentioned her during the show one time, like I don't know, talking about chemistry or something. Oh well, just ignore that. So
they always do something together at the symposium.
Maybe that's what it was. That could have been it.
She's a smart lady.
So are they selling tickets for the symposium already?
Yeah.
Is the symposium still next year in like March?
You would ask me that. The date is maybe March.
But it's next year though, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, they must be really flying down there if they're already selling tickets.
Well, there's a limited number of tickets, only because it's at the warehouse and we can only have so many people.
How many people came last year? Do you know? Did you count them?
I didn't count them.
And why would you?
I mean, that's not my job.
Do they have funnel cakes?
No.
Were there any rides?
We have Chick-fil-A.
Hey, Chick-fil-A is the best.
At least one day we have Chick-fil-A lunch.
Hey, look at this. Now, Andy Holt, you familiar with Andy Holt from Outdoor University?
Yes.
So he had just appeared in the chat. It says, join us at Kalo's headquarters in sunny Claremont, Florida on January 19th through 21st, 2023.
Yep.
So he'll be there in January.
Yep. I just pulled it up. Yeah, I'm glad you said his name because I've been really wanting to do that class.
Are you going to take Craig?
Yes. Do I have to?
No, I don't think that you do. I don't think you have to take Craig, but I'm kind of curious about both of you just going out there and sleeping in the tent or whatever for however long it is.
Yeah, no, I would definitely take Craig.
That's not, well, I'd take my wife too. I mean, I don't want to discuss the reasoning, but yeah, I'd want her to be there as well. 2 nights. Yeah, 2 nights. I'm going to need my wife there. That's so awesome.
No, I would really. I remember when you had him on the podcast, and that class sounds so amazing.
A lot of people really loved the class. In fact, I think what he had told me was that a lot of companies have there's somebody that goes there, and all of a sudden more of the guys are going there because it's just everybody gets a lot out of it. So I think it's a real hit. It's been around for a while too now, so I think y'all like it. Craig says he's going, so that's good. He didn't even know it was an option here 10 minutes ago, but now he's going to the class. Yeah, well, that's awesome. So you're going to be able to find out what bacteria is, and then you can call us again?
I mean, I'll do what I can.
I mean, we need to know if this is some random stuff we never heard of before. If it's Streptococcus pneumoniae, that's what we need to know. We need to know what's going on there. I don't know why, but I'm just curious. I really don't know why, if it makes any difference whatsoever, but I'm just kind of curious about it.
I mean, it would be kind of nice to know, considering, all of my wonderful photos of playing with it.
Yeah.
What am I really playing with?
Yeah, like the stuff that made the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's what you're playing with.
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to be a turtle, but
hey,
superhero would be cool.
You need to put that crap down. You can remain April O'Neil instead of the Turtles. Okay. Well, Jessica, I appreciate it. I think I'm about to wrap this thing up. But yeah, go get some sleep or try to get some sleep. Go take whatever is gonna lay you out, basically, and I hope it works and you're squared away tomorrow morning.
Well, I'll get it tomorrow, so we'll try and do it. We'll try and do it the natural way tonight.
Oh, well, early times it's only $4 a pint, so.
You have a wonderful night, Zach.
You too, Jessica. Bye.
Bye.
All right, so Jessica's off to take shots with Craig, and oh man. Andy, can you call in if I do one another night of this week and we can talk for a little bit longer? Andy he had texted me and said he's going to call in. I can't extend too much longer because I have something I have to do, but I really want to talk to you, and if we can do it another day this week, I would love to do that. That would be awesome. And I will try to give everybody a little bit more advance notice when the show is coming on instead of 2 hours. But sometimes I just don't know. I do it whenever I can do it. And I just have my material ready. And then when the time comes up, I try to make the show and then send out the, it's sending out the notification. So RJ says too hot this year. They're starting earlier. It has been really hot this year, actually, here. It's a consistent humidity and heat. That not necessarily a sensible heat that's really elevated, but just a lot of humidity in the air. RJ says January 19th to 21st, 2023 at the 4th Annual HVACR Training Symposium at Kalos. Hey, that's awesome. Good. Thank you, RJ. I appreciate that. That is when it's happening this year, so a little bit earlier to help avoid the... Cool. Andy, I'll let you know. I'll text you back a little bit later, and I'll let you know about when I'll be doing the shows, and we can have a little bit longer conversation, because it's been a while since I talked to you, and I definitely want to talk to you for more than 5 minutes, 3, 4, 5 minutes, something like that. And I'm looking forward to that. That'll be awesome. We can go over some of that outdoor university stuff. I will email back the condensate neutralizer guys on behalf of you guys, so we can learn more about that. What's up, Raw Mesa? Good to see you. And guys, you see down there in the chat, Nightbot has said you can sign up for the email list. I'll let you know when the live shows are happening. You can become a member and support the channel, like you see Jessica, Craig, and I can't remember the name there, but I'm going to scroll up so I can. Oh, I know I saw you a little while ago. Yeah. Spoke too soon here. Spoke too soon. Well, now it's personal. I'm going to keep scrolling. Nope. I know you're in there somewhere, but you see them in green there in the chat. They are the members to help support the show. I appreciate that. Oh, thank you, JPM Barron. I couldn't find it, Jessica. Thank you. And there's some more information on Instagram as well, short form stuff. But for the main part, just stay here on YouTube. YouTube is a happy, safe land, sort of. And other social medias are death traps. Andy Holt says, I think we should have an HVAC Shop Talk listener attended class in October. Man, look at that. Do you really think there's enough people to fill up a class? I don't think you know the show very well, Andrew, but we can talk about that. So, thank you guys. I appreciate you hanging out with me this evening. I hope you got something out of it, some enjoyment, maybe some knowledge, something. I don't know. Maybe you got something out of it. I know I did. I had a good time talking with you guys. Like you see Andy down there, we'll talk to him again real soon. We'll see what he's going to do with 3 people that attend a class. And I'm out of here, guys. I will, let me draw it out I will see you on the next one.